You are the messenger. You are the messenger. You are the messenger. Whoa, you are the messenger. So a couple of weeks ago, I did a video about how experienced guitarists should always be supportive of new guitarists to help them get over the first year hump. That's because 90% of new players give up in the first 12 months. So it was really my plea for kindness. Now, what if you've been playing and maybe singing for a while, you've mustered up the courage to put your music out there, and maybe you're playing live or you're recording and you're releasing songs, maybe even writing original songs? Well, you'd better thicken up your skin, because it doesn't matter how good you are, even how great you are, some people are gonna hate what you're doing. And in today's polarized social media environment, they're gonna let you know they hate it. Because when it comes to music, everybody has opinions, and they're usually strong ones. So one challenge for us musicians is that making music is a vulnerable thing to do. You know, playing and singing are intensely personal, and when you do them publicly, it takes, maybe almost as much courage as stripping naked, at least until you built your confidence. But how can you build confidence if you've got haters telling you you suck? Because, the fear of rejection is real, and rejection can really mess with your head and even stop some people from making music altogether. All right, so today I'm going to help you put on your armor and learn how to handle criticism and use it as a motivator. This isn't going to take long, but it is a super valuable lesson no matter where you are in your music career. So stick with me. So I've been making music professionally for many years. I put out my first album when I was 18. I opened as a solo act for national artists during college, and I produced albums for some really diverse and talented musical acts. And then for a while, I threw myself into raising kids and doing my day job and making a lot less music. But now, no matter what else I'm doing, I've made the choice to be and stay in music. So I'm playing live, I'm making these videos, and I'm recording and releasing music consistently. And guess what? Now I've got haters. Now I think I have a pretty thick skin, but when someone lands an unexpected punch, it still hurts. Now there are some creative ways that I use to dodge the punches, and it really does all come down to you. So I want you to think about the black and white arguments that you see people having about even the biggest, most successful musicians. I mean, an obvious example would be Bob Dylan. One person says he's the greatest artist of all time, and then another says he sucks and he can't even sing. So which is it? I mean, that argument shows you just how subjective music is. And even the person taking one of those sides might swing from one extreme opinion all the way to the other extreme at a different point in their life. Like me. I mean, there was a time when I liked Dylan's songs, but I didn't like his singing voice. Until sometime in my late 20s, when I just got it. And now I think he's a brilliant singer. He's not a technical singer, but he's a brilliant interpreter and conveyor of meaning. So did Bob Dylan change? No, I did. So an opinion, no matter how hateful, always says more about the hater than it does about you and your music. I mean, here's the thing. We've all been taught if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. But that's just not the way the world acts anymore. So we know intellectually that the only worthwhile feedback is constructive feedback, not, acid criticism. But there's a lot of people out there throwing acid, and most of them aren't taking risks and putting their own music out there. So I want you to think of your haters in a whole new way. Because we know people love to argue about, cut down or defend certain singers. And usually the more unique the singer, the more polarizing they are. But hey, in an oversaturated entertainment world, unique often wins the day. I mean, because making music, you're competing for every listener's attention. You're competing against all the music that's ever been released. And then there's something like 60,000 new songs coming out every day. And then all the TV shows and the movies and the visual entertainment, you know, the books someone might be reading, all the podcasts, the video games. Really what I'm saying is, when someone lashes out about your music, it's kind of huge. It means you got their undivided attention, enough for them to say something about it, to actually care. Your music, your art generated a visceral response. Ironically, that's proof of its value. Whether someone thinks it's good, bad, or indifferent, you got and held their attention, so you won. So I say, love your haters. Get inspired by them. Make music because you want and need to, and just keep going. All right, that's it for now. Please check out guitardiscoveries.com for all kinds of tips and tricks and helpful stuff. Just stuff that's going to help you stay inspired, which is why I'm here. All right, and then if you don't know what to do next, check this out.